Hello and welcome to this week's Coffee Vlog. It is now Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Yes, it's Friday the 4th of May, hence may the 4th be with you. And we're heading home at, well, blinded by the sun. It's pretty much 10 to 7 to be fair. Another one of those busy days. I had a few deliveries after work to drop in as well, so that's kept me going. So this week has been, I don't know, it's been a bit of a mixed bag to be honest. Last weekend didn't really do a lot, I don't think, last weekend to be honest. Did a lot of meddling about with stuff, which was all to do with servers and configuring stuff, and very annoying, frustrating I think is the word actually. And so yeah, that soaked up a load of time. Friday night, during the day, Saturday, messing about Saturday. So Sunday morning ended up doing the vlog on Steam It. Managed to sort of put together something a bit tiny, not my usual standard to be fair, but it did the job. And then I did that, went to my dad's Sunday afternoon, did some painting and cooked Sunday lunch, and then headed home and did the Sublime Sunday night, and that was pretty much that. Back into work Monday, and yeah, it's been one of those kind of like frustrating weeks where it's been steady, but there's been way too much to get on with because it's the end of financial year, so we have to do the stock take, count everything, and it's never right, and then you wonder why is the stock never right, because it never all links together right. And of course it all relies on the people putting the stuff in, put the right things in, and then of course when stuff goes out but then comes back again, does that get registered? There's all sorts of little things that can make it all go a bit wrong. So that was its usual frustration of counting everything and then looking at it and going, why is half of this not even vaguely right? Actually, to be fair, most of it was right. There's a few odds and ends that weren't perfect, but it wasn't bad for us. I mean, we're talking about maybe 1,000 odd different products, and you can have a few hundred of each of some of them. It's a lot of stuff to keep track of, to be honest, and there aren't so many of us doing it, so you can see why it can easily go astray if you're not careful. But and we only do a stock check once a year, so that's a bit of an issue as well. But we got that out of the way. Kind of got stumped a bit with the swapping over of accounting systems to something that will link in with the online store. Got it all linked in nicely now, but since then I've discovered multiple issues that are a bit annoying and probably going to scupper all that plans. So the first major one is the stock. An important feature of our stock is that we have weight values for the stock. So when we sell a product and we do an invoice, it tells us the weight of what we're shipping. And then we know what to put in for the carrier, and then the carrier charges us accordingly to the weight. It seems that the QuickBooks Online I'm trying to use doesn't have that stock weight feature in it, which is going to be a big problem. So that and a few other things have kind of scuppered my plans slightly, which is much annoying, but we'll have to see what happens. Right, I'm going to drop my stock and then I'll come back and do Mr. Nice's Words of Williams. Words of wisdom even. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, back from parcel dropping, so let's do Mr. Nillis's words of wisdom. So Mr. Nillis says Bill Cosby in prison. Yeah, that's going back a bit in time, but yeah, they caught up with him in the end. My mum's retirement this past Friday, so his mum's retired. Lucky Mr. Nillis's mum, is all I can say. The deaths of Michael Martin, the House of Commons Speaker, and Minnie Evans, whoever she was. Don't know, Richard, but there we are. Also, he's been to San Vito with his mum and dad on his birthday. Was that Wednesday or something? I don't know. I forget now. The Tour de Yorkshire, yes. Tour de Yorkshire is on at the moment, and there will be a stage starting Sunday from the Peace Hall in Halifax. So I have had to do a lot of roasting of coffee this week for Square Chapel because the start is next to them in the Peace Hall. So they're going to be busy Sunday, quite possibly. So yeah, big double order of coffee this week from Square Chapel, so that kept me very busy. And I hope to go on Sunday and watch the cycle race start, so that'll be quite good. Also, Richard now says he's going to watch The Haunted Mansion before his London holiday. Well, that'd be quite good then. Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal. Well, in football, not really a football fan, mate, but there you go. Also, he's definitely going to the Brighouse 1940s weekend with his grandparents, uncle and auntie on the Sunday the 2nd of June. What time are you and your sons and dad going? I don't know. Might go, might not go, see what happens. I don't know. Funny enough, I did a Sublime Sunday post last week, and it included some footage from it might be last year, I'm not sure actually. Might have been the year before, I don't know, to be honest, I don't know, but yeah, it is good, that 1940s festival. They do deck it out nicely in Brighouse. So if we're about, we'll go, and if we're not, we'll not. See what happens. So, other things this week. Well, obviously, the good thing is, at the moment, after a torrid week of horrible pouring rain and misery and clouds and just not being very nice, today for Friday and for the bank holiday weekend, because we get Monday off for May Day, it's lovely. Look at it. Sun, blue skies, it's quite mild and warm. We've got about 18 degrees, the car says. So yeah, summer is on its way to the UK finally. Hurrah! So yeah, this is good. Happy about this, but it has been terrible this week, to be honest. It's not been the nicest. A lot of rain and just general miserable sort of weather, so it's nice to end the week on a high like this and see a bit of sunny weather, and it's supposed to pull through all weekend, so we should get it Saturday, Sunday and hopefully Monday as well. And then Tuesday, when I go back to work, it can pour with rain again. I don't care, whatever. So yeah, and pretty much nothing else exciting has happened to me this week, which is a surprise, isn't it? I've slept a hell of a lot. I've slept more than ever this week. I don't know if I'm sickening or something or whatever else, but I've totally missed all my usual late night malarkey things. Although I don't know, I think Sunday night I was up very, very late. Sunday night I just got that. Sometimes I get that little thing and I go beyond tiredness, and then I just end up being awake for a very long time. But then it knocks me out for the next day, so Monday I was completely wiped out. And you see, Monday I would normally, there's that new thing on Discord, on SteamStar, the Carrie Allen, was it Mission Control Mondays? That's it. been trying to catch up on that, but I didn't on Monday because I was asleep. Tuesday, when I'm Tuesday, parents' evening for the boy. Actually, I finished work early, so I had parents' evening. Generally, surprisingly good. Actually, he's not doing bad, improving certainly. Could do with pushing himself a bit further, but other than that, he's doing all right apparently. So I was quite pleased with that, and didn't really do a lot Tuesday night, I don't think. No. Then Wednesday. Oh no, actually Tuesday. Oh, did it? No, I did. Well, I think Tuesday night. Actually, the post, because the Sublime Sunday wasn't the one. Thinking about it, for the 1940s weekend, it was a post for Deranged Visions street photography, which I used one of the 1940s weekend pictures, and then one from a long time ago in Chamonix in France, and then did a little hat a day just to finish off, because why not. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday night, I didn't do a lot again Wednesday night, to be honest. I've really done very little this week, which is kind of frustrating, but I've just been working and then getting home from work and just been completely and utterly not into doing anything useful. And the stuff distracts me as well, to be honest, which isn't good, but yeah, what's there's a guy hanging out a taxi, scratching his head or something. How bizarre. So yeah, I get easily distracted by people and things, and don't get it all done. But there you are. It's a long game, not a short one, isn't it? You can't win the race all the time just straight away. You've got to invest your time and work out where you're going to, how are you getting there, and what you're going to do on the route, as it were. So yeah, so on the whole, it's all going okay. I say work's been a little bit frustrating this week, but I hope to pull that back together. I'd like to get sorted out the accounts thing, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to happen at the moment, one way or the other. And yeah, I still need to kind of address the issue of needing more people to do the stuff, so I'm not always doing it. So that's another big plan ahead. And make sure no one's sneaking up there on me. That's about it, really. Nothing else exciting to tell you all. Managed to watch Bob's vlog again. Good to see you, Bob Bell. And he's keeping pretty busy, which is good. That is getting on with that bit. And I'm trying to remember what else happened with it, actually. I don't know if I do remember. It was only a few days ago. I managed to actually watch it, which is good. Well behind on watching anything on YouTube. Not that I can find anything still. Not done any gaming. It's Star Wars Day. Tonight I ought to be doing a bit of Star Wars Battlefronting, because I've hardly played any of that new one at all, which is kind of frustrating in a way. But I've got no time now. It's kind of snowballed. That Star Wars Battlefront was my evening time thing, and now my evening time thing is commenting on posts on Steam It and getting around and doing that, or creating my own posts on Steam It. But yeah, it's kind of killed the gaming side a little bit, but I could do with getting on with that again. Not got a chance to do The Sims. I was going to have a go at that, but no, that didn't really work out either. So it's all a bit of a muddle at the moment, to be honest. But we shall muddle. Oh, that's a rocking good speed on that one. We shall muddle through. and hopefully something exciting will happen by next week. Sun, lovely as it is blinding. Blinding it is. So no one out in the gardens now. Now, is he? Hopefully he's not going to rush off, because I need to get up my little bit. No, he's going to. So that is it pretty much for me. Not very exciting this week, I'm afraid, but not a lot has happened. Ooh, not too bad. Just nipped it in at the last second. So that's turned off the camera, so that's ruined the editing of the vlog. Well done. So have a good week and weekend. Have a good bank holiday weekend, in fact, and week next week. And I will catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.